He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
2-1 home now to Gardner. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, now he's falling behind 3-1, and all the pitches have been down. He's trying to get that double play ball, but the strategy has to change now. Now he's got to throw a strike.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Hey, Matt, you might be wondering, why did he take that pitch right there? Well, a lot of times as the two-hitter, and you got a guy that can run on first base, you have your own signs between each other. And you're saying, basically, I'm going to give you one pitch to run on. After that, it's my at-bat.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Young, and he's got it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Well, this is how rallies start. You get one man on, then you get the base hit. Look, it's still early. I know they're down by a lot, but, man, this is how little things add up. They need to score this inning, and then from there continue to add on.
Here's Chris Carter now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Swinging a hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Ellsbury rounds third and is digging for the plate, and that runner crossing from second scores their first run. It's now a 5-1 game.
That right there is his 400th RBI of his career. Now, that's not one of those numbers that's going to jump right out at you, but that's something to be proud of.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Young is there. 2 gone. Into the box. Matt Holliday. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Pomerantz sets. Here's the 0-1. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Sanchez rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner scores from second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And, you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Breaking pitch here. Chopped foul at the plate. Strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Young coming on. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Now we're going to see what he's made of, Matt. He got a couple runs right there they put on the board for him, but now you got to be that stopper. This is the half inning. You got to shut them down after you were given some runs.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready for another shot now. Xander Bogaerts. A hit in 2 tries so far. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there. Base hit.
You know, it's not often a guy sits in a count 0-2 and gets a base hit, and the pitcher still feels like 0-2, I got a battle. But that was the case here as he battled back and got a hit down 0-2.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he'll take a look at ball one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now it's 2-0.
Here he is, falling behind again, 2-0. This has been a big part of his struggles. You can't pitch from behind and in hitters' counts all the time.
3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Little dribbler down the line. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away. Here's Mookie Betts. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reyes has it. 1 there. On to Carter at first, but not in time to get them both. Ready now, Hanley Ramirez. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Sabathia ready with the 0-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher. 4th inning here, already a 5-2 score. Hit the other way out toward right field. Judge is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Boston strands a couple. Now to the plate, Chase Headley. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Swing and a liner. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting. Second
Ronald
baseman.
Torre is the next to bat. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
If he can keep hitting the corner with that 2-seam fastball, it's going to be really effective. But if he leaves it out over the middle of the plate, it could be a dangerous spot.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees. Center
Digging
fielder,
in and looking for more, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Ellsbury.
He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Chopped weakly to the right, but that one rolls foul.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Just foul.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
This is pulled into right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as that graphic shows us, he currently leads the Yankees in that category. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
He waits. Now the pitch. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Matt, this is where that guy on first base is distracting the pitcher. I guarantee you he's down 2-0. He's not focused on the hitter. This is where you get hurt. I love it when a guy on first can run.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Gary Sanchez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
And this one's in the dirt. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2-2 now on the Yankee catcher.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire. Now batting, Adam Thomas. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Designated hitter, Adam Thomas.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Matt, this is a crazy game. I mean, the thing you stress, right? First pitch strikes. He's doing it. 80% of the time, he's throwing first pitch strike to hitters. The problem is he's giving them too much to hit, and as a result, they've been hitting him hard.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Ready with another 0-2. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's Chris Young. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Young waiting on the 1-1. Back up the middle. Perez gloves it. On to first, and Young is retired here, 2 away. Here's Brock Holt now. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. The 1-2 pitch. On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. And an easy play out there for Headley, and that ends the inning. Nice. Ready once again, Chris Carter. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
First baseman, Chris Carter.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I always believe the best hitters are the ones that can stay on the ball and use the whole field. Right there is a perfect example.
Right
Ball away, he
Aaron
stays with it and shoots
Judge.
it the opposite direction.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge, as he loops under the ball and pops it up. Ramirez has room in foul territory. He's got it one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Matt Holliday standing in now.
Holliday.
He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. In there at the knees, strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes.
Nope.
1-1.
I think he wanted that pitch right there, but you know what? He's been throwing the ball real well tonight, and he's been getting a lot of favorable calls from the umpire, too.
1-1, here it is. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now.
Well, that's another single, another hit. Now they are first and second. They just haven't come up with that big hit to drive a lot of runs in. They got to break things open pretty soon.
Here's Didi Gregorius. And he puts it on the ground to second. Pedroia to his right. He has it. On to first. It's a double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rusney Castillo. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth. Adam Warren takes over to start the sixth inning on the mound. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. Nothing in one. And now a pitch on the way. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Blake Swihart. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Chopped foul over towards the dugout.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. Chase Headley will be. Here's Chase Headley. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy. And obviously, it's working so far. And the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Castillo ranging back, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Ronald Torreyes is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. For Headley, That's 12 doubles now on the campaign. The 0-1 pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll get back in safely, as wisely he hadn't committed too strongly toward third base. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This one's down to third. And that is through into left field, a base hit. Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Robbie Ross comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Castillo comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Here's Brett Gardner now. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now sure would be a good time.
But this is speared by the first baseman.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Hit sharply on the ground, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the run's going to score from second as it's now a 5-3 ball game.
Well, nothing flashy about this base hit. Just a simple ground ball up the middle. But the one thing I do like is the approach to go up the middle. There's a lot of hits in the middle of the diamond.
Joe Kelly takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in. And even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready with the payoff pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to... Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. The next 3-2. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Gregorius is there, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Right fielder.
Here's Mookie Betts. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Henry Ramirez will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Head-to-head with Adam Warren, he's gone 2 for 8. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Aaron Judge is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Betts giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Matt Holliday standing in now. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Holliday will not offer at that one. It's a ball and a strike. And the pitch. Now a ball hit well out to deep center field. Going back on it is Young. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. Foul. And there's ball 1. Lifetime versus Joe Kelly. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Chase Headley. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! A 2-run home run for Chase Headley. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as we are all tied at 5.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Now batting,
Ronald Torreyes is the next to bat.
Ronald Torreyes.
He swings and grounds it to short. Bogarts has it on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Striding in once again, Adam Thomas. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Chris Young is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Throw down to second.
0-2 is the count.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled back. Now a swing and a miss, and Young is down on strikes, 1 away. Here's Brock Holt now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And that's in there for strike one. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Wall coming quickly as he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Pablo Sandoval will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Sandoval.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pitch misses. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. Go-ahead run heading for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. In there, 0-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 6 runs, double the amount of hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hit back up the middle. Torreyes fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been. Oh, a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Steve Selski is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Leading off for the Yankees,
Jacoby Ellsbury is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury.
Number 62.
This is line to left. Selski is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down.
The left fielder, number 11.
Digging in to try it again. Brett Gardner. His career numbers in this matchup, 0 for 5. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Liner toward right center. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but, man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These 2 guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Into the box now. Gary Sanchez. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Line drive to left. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. They got a little something working here, Matt. You got the tying run at second base and the go-ahead run at first base. How's it going to unfold?
Ready for another chance? Chris Carter. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Young. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run. Here's big Aaron Judge. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, good knuckle curve. 0-2. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. The beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from right here in the Big Apple. Tyler Clippard enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ellsbury is under it, 1 down. Digging in once again, Dustin Pedroia. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
That was a good pitch right there. Started at the knees, got the hard sink down, and got him to swing right through it. Beautiful.
Look out, and that'll give him a close shave. Fouled back. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate.
This has turned into quite an at bat. That's 5 foul balls. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
Striding in, Mookie Betts. Plenty of history against Tyler Clippard. 1 for 4. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped weakly to the left. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, there's an infield single with 2 outs. You know, never too late to get a rally started. I love the hustle right there to get things going.
Hanley Ramirez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out with the man at first. There he goes. Pitch misses the throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch to 2-2 now.
Well, that looked like a hittable pitch, Matt, in a hittable location, but to a good hitter. You just don't see him.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Craig Kimbrell is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Selski has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Here's Didi Gregorius, and in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, hitless in 3 at-bats. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Chase Headley. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Now here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle, and Headley will reach, hits a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, they put the shift on him, overloading the right side, but they pitch him away, and he shoots the ball that way and picks up a base hit to left field. I don't know why guys don't do that more often.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Greg Bird will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Kimbrel pauses. Here he comes, 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Young. Ball game. Two-run shot to straightaway center, and with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
As we wrap this one up tonight, it's time to show our appreciation for the man you see there, Chase Headley. Strike a pose. He's our top player of the game.
Hey, you could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. New York earned the win with a big 20-hit attack. Tyler Clippard earns his third win of the year in relief. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 7 runs on an even 20 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Red Sox, 6 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Tyler Clippard. His record is now 3-0. The loss goes to Craig Kimbrell. He falls to 0-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees and Red Sox thank you for your patronage and remind you to buckle up and have a great evening.